Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, back into our PBEM challenge. And I told you this game was going to heat up, and now the Indian Ocean is like your backyard jacuzzi. It's getting hot over by Ceylon, let me tell you. So anyway, we'll jump over there in a minute, see what's going on. I think we're going to have to bring the British Navy out of mothballs and then revive them. Come on, British Navy, think of your storied past and lead us to victory. I do believe we'll have to do that this time. He's now interdicting Colombo, but we'll get to all that in just a second. Let's look at the turn report. USA's transport times 10 added to the availability pool. Excellent, USA. Two groups of landing ships added to the U.S. Stockpile. Well, this is the only two we've got, I think. Japan invades the UK at 105.29. We'll go check that out. Now, this is the first time we've seen something like this. Sway Way. Cool name, man. Sway Way of the Ninth War Area Headquarters increases their combat experience to 5. Well, I mean, we just kind of haven't seen a message like that before. We'll go check that out. Allied oil production. Now, this is huge. Allied oil production and storage facility improvements become available. Plus 40 oil. Excellent. So the U.S. oil finally starting to kick in that big engine that is the United States economy in 1942 is ready to roll, and we'll get quite a bit more oil. The 8th Brigade has no supply source. The 114th Garrison has no supply source. Oh no. We'll go find out what that's about. Convoy attack versus UK route. Okay, so he started to hit the convoy routes here a little bit at 1242, 1244, 1242, 1244. As you can see, no dice for the Axis, the Japanese out here in those convoy lanes. Again, we'll check it out in just a second, and we'll probably do that through the combat log. Wow, so a lot more going on here on July 5th, the day after United States Independence Day. Partisan activity in China, yes, always. All right, and also down into modern day Vietnam. Invasion, San Cristobal. Oh no, he's taken Namuga, and Namuga is no longer ours. Okay, I mean he's being very methodical, moving down the islands. He's taken them all in the island chains out here off of Papua New Guinea. He's also taken all of Papua New Guinea. So okay, he's looking strong there. Has he moved fast enough? Well, I don't know. We're gonna find out together. In so nothing, no ill effects of that invasion. Ground strike in China. Okay, so maybe China's going to start to flare up a little bit. This unit we've been able to build up. You can see here 25 of 30. It's got a 99% effectiveness right now, looking very strong out here. 33rd Army Group, and indeed they took no damage from this 29th Air Brigade ground strike. When you see ground strike, that's the air hitting the ground unit. You see land combat when it's ground on ground. Ground strike, again, 29th Air Brigade, still nothing happening. Land combat. Now he did attack up here north of Changsha, and we were well dug in. We were also in the hills. Always two very good things. We held. They took 1 point of damage. Ground strike. He tried to ground strike this as well with some of these air units somewhere. Probably one of these two. And the Flying Tigers got up to protect. They took one air to air. So did the 1st Air Brigade, which was doing the ground strike. No damage to our unit. Again, no damage to the unit there. Ground strike. Now, they must do it multiple times because I don't see anything there, which means we probably retreated in a further attack. But at this attack, we had entrenchment, we had hills. That's why I like to get up in the hills. We got knocked back, evidently. We held here, yeah, and we retreated there. Okay, it happens. Ground strike here. So it looks like this is where he wants to push, maybe. He knocked us back here. Now he's hitting here. 0, 0, 0, 0. We held. Again, this comes in very handy in China. Always look at the terrain. Same place, same result. Land combat, same place, not quite the same result. He did take 1 point of damage there, and he took a further point of damage there. So chip, chip, chipping away is the 29th Army Group. Land combat up here near Cyan. Now, this is actually one of our better units. We built this up into a 3 combat effectiveness. It's a full army, of course. We did take a point of damage here. Now, in trench and woods, you can start to see the difference between hills and woods. Hills are a little better for the defense. We took 1, but we held. We held. But then he tries again, and we dished out 2 strength point losses. And then they tried to hit into Cyan. They took another point loss. Now you can see here, I think this is a game bug. City must be not 1.00 because if you look at this 1.20, 1, which plains makes sense. That'd be the base, right? But then urban area has got to be like 1 point, what is that? 4, 7. Well, I guess if they're going multiplied by each other, it's probably 1.40 for a city if I had to guess, and then that times that. Hell, I don't know. I mean, is that could be. It's close. 1.40, 1.45. I'm not a mathematician, as I often remind you. Right. Okay. He tried to hit this unit again a third time. He again took a loss. So this unit dished out 4 points of losses last time. Excellent. And then he also tried to hit them with the air. You're not going to hit this unit with air. Let me tell you. These guys are tough. They tried to hit Cyan with the air. Nothing doing. Second air tried to hit this unit again. Nothing doing. Now I'm glad I didn't jinx myself there. And then Cyan again. Okay, so he's bringing a lot of air assets. You can see them sitting right back here. We know he has them. We don't know what they are. Evidently, they are close support bombers, or it seems that way. Certainly, he does have some air divisions that are interceptors or fighters because they keep tangling with the flying tigers. Okay, he's moving forward again methodically in China. On the current turn, partisan activity again. Thank God for partisans in China. I didn't think I'd ever say that in my life. Okay, all of those were in China. Convoy attack. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road this turn. And as you can see, where he's interdicted here at Colombo. Now, ultimately, he could starve us out at Colombo. It's not a main supply source, and so it just gets port supply. The blue anchor just port supply here. If we turn that on, you can see it is not a main supply source. So he can interdict this. If we look up here, you can see the main supply sources will always be in yellow, and Colombo is not. Okay, so he's doing convoy attacks right here. Let me take that off. The game looks better with supply off. Uh, Nothing happening there. He's got 2 cruiser destroyer squadrons. Okay. Oh, well, evidently he had a submarine here as well. This was the Row 55 Suicide Squad 1 point of damage. Our escorts are dishing it out. Then he tried to hit, he tried to hit the convoys here again. He's sitting in the convoy lane. Nothing. He did nothing there. And then we sunk the sub. Excellent work by our escorts out here. We did not lose an escort or a merchant marine this time, and we sunk a submarine squadron. That is good stuff. All right, that's your combat log. Now let's talk about deployment. Comment for the UK, nothing cooking. We will get a new sub next turn. We'll also get a new battleship next turn. And it looks like we'll get a comment next turn. Okay, that all looks fun. Our third tactical group will be ready in 2 turns. We get another battle. It's the US. It just keeps piling up. Soviet Union. All right. China, nothing happening. Looks like next turn the Australians will get another division. Oh, Canada with nothing going on. The commies got nothing. Supply trucks out here. Hopefully, well, that's in 2 turns. Dang it. Supply trucks in India. And then in New Zealand, nothing until August 20th. But the Kiwis are building things, and I like it. All right, so we've done kind of our trip around those 2 items. and we'll look at the situation right now. So he has come here and is trying to interdict Colombo, but let's see what else he's got here. Two ships in area with a Marines. Now that's not entirely proper English, but I know what it means. There is a transport in this group, evidently, with some Marines on it. Now they came here and they said, "Ah, crap, we got a full division sitting in Colombo." That probably could have been expected. We've actually got 3 units on the island. But ultimately, they would starve out here again and we can't put them on transports. Once we're interdicted here, you can't get them on transport. You can't do anything essentially. Um, so we're going to have to do something about it. Now that's 2 ships in area with a marine. Okay, that's a prime target. I'd love to go hit that. But then we see this 4 ships with luckily no carriers, but 3 battleships. Okay, and then 1 ship with 0 carriers, 0 battleships, and so he's got more troop transports here. He's got double troop transports that he's brought with 3 battleships. Dun dun dun. Okay, well, let's go look at the rest of India first, and then we'll come back to that action here in a moment. That's called a teaser in the business. That means you may stick around for an extra 15 seconds to see if, because I can't hold myself back. I want to go, I want to go move the big ships. Um, all right. This all still looks good, and good Lord, that looks ripe for the plunder. Uh, man, I'm not playing a medieval game, but yes, that looks ripe for plunder. Um, oh gosh, I wish I would have built landing ships a little sooner. But we'll go with what the cards I've dealt myself. How about that? All right, so he's trying to kind of move up and around us here a little bit. Good luck. I mean, the more we slow him down here, the less chance he'll ever have of taking India or any part of India, because now we've just got British troops, swarming. I mean, the last thing you want is Brits swarming like it's a European football match. Uh, so, I mean, if things got dire here, we would, of course, well, maybe, hell, I maybe still would go to Rangoon to relieve the pressure, but really, we can always drop these back. We got a lot of strength in India now. So we'll just sit here. We'll absorb the attacks. We should be completely well dug in. We've got double there. I think we've got double everywhere. Double Dutch. All right. Yep, everybody's dug in. Everybody's at full strength. That's what we call the Iron Wall of India, right there, just outside Calcutta. All right, so the Brits lay in wait. I do think that I will actually move this headquarters unit over here. Um, it's a little bit stronger of a unit, and so let's put it there, and we could activate the garrison just in case I want to attack something that comes here. But let's do that in a minute. Let's stick him back in the port. I kind of wish he was doubly dug in, but you live and you learn. We can actually take that unit off of priority. He's off of priority. Okay, that all looks good. Now, what are we going to do here? Well, it's going to take 1 operation point to move any of this stuff out of port, whether it be Diego Garcia. And that's why I like being here at Diego Garcia. They can easily get over here, right? So it's going to take an operation point to get them, first of all, out of port to where we want them to be. Now, surface ships have to be in the hex next to whatever they're attacking. Um, but also, if we move that close to surface, well, anywhere within, reasonable range, if we move near surface ships, they may try to interdict us. That could actually maybe work to our advantage because I think we're going to have a stronger force than them out here. Now, one thing I do want to point out here is the Hermes, while you'll say, oh, great, we've got a carrier, we're going to roll the carrier out here, do something. The Hermes is very weak. It's just not a good ship. It wasn't designed for this kind of warfare. It was really designed for Mediterranean type stuff. It's just not got what it takes. Essentially, I'm going to hide the Hermes here probably the whole damn game unless it really upgrades in some fashion. And so we're not going to use the Hermes in this at all. You've always got to make sure that you are in fleet mode. if you're planning on doing an attack, don't move out here and then say, oh shit, I'm on raider mode. Because you can't attack. It's like, oh wow, you can't see me, you can't see me, but now I'm right next to you, and I don't have any attacks left. So what are we gonna? Which group do we move first? Over here we've got the Valiant. Indeed, he's valiant, I hope. The Rameles, the Cornwall, and the De Ruyter. So we have a light cruiser, cruiser, battleship, battleship. That's good. That's a nice little force because, the light cruisers will be out in front. They should take the brunt of the damage. That's kind of how this game works. And then the cruisers next, and then that protects our two battleships. Now, from what we could tell here, he's got 4 ships with 3 battleships. That's generally not great protection. You want to have some light cruisers, some destroyers, or light cruisers, destroyers, and cruisers along with you because they'll take the brunt of the hit at first, okay? So he's got that, and then he's got transports here. So he's got a transport, 3 battleships along with something else. It's probably a destroyer. He's also got 2 groups of destroyers, cruisers here that we can't forget about. But I think when we bring this firepower out, he'll very quickly get them out the hell out of there. Okay, so I think we're going to move all 4 ships. These also have 4. Well, let's go look at our other group here. We've got the Hermes that we're not, first of all, let's put them in fleet mode so we don't forget to do that. The Hermes, we're not doing jack with him. We'll turn him off. Now we got to remember to do that when we come back here in a second. We've got the Revenge. We've got the Prince of Wales, which is arguably the strongest ship in the game right now. I mean, I haven't looked over the Japanese roster, but the Prince of Wales is a stud on the ocean. I mean, he's just walking around studding. Um, Exeter, so we do have a cruiser and we have a destroyer flotilla. Excellent. Okay, so that we've got a little protection there before they get into the meat of the matter. And then these guys have 4 strength points, so they can withstand a lot more. All right, let's go back to these guys. We've got fleet mode on. We've got all 4 selected. And let's move out here. We're probably going to get interdicted, I would imagine. Let's see. Oh God, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Do I click the button? I'm nervous. Okay, yeah, we did get introduced. We did get interdicted. We have lost a ship. What did we lose? Actually, let's go look at the combat log. Surface interdiction. We lost the Ramillies. Okay. Well, we've lost a battleship, gentlemen. The Cornwall took 1 point of damage. Right. Um, That's not terrible though. We sunk his light, and this is what I was telling you. The cruisers, light cruise, they'll take the first brunt of damage. You always want them running with your battleships. The Hyugo battleship squadron took 2. Oh, wow. We really put a hurting on him. Now, it looks like, oh gosh, we lost the first battle. We've still got an attack left, and we got the big boys coming out of port. So that was actually a dang good result for us. Now then, where do I want to put you? How about right here? Oh, yep, got to make sure we're in fleet mode. I almost went too soon there. All right. Oh, he failed it. I'm almost sad he failed at interdiction. Um, oh, crap on a stick. I brought the Hermes out. Just what I said I didn't want to do. All right, that's fine if we can get rid of a lot of this with these guys. Naval attack. We'll just put the Hermes back in port. I'm not that worried about it. Let's do a naval attack on these battleships. Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to, let's unselect, let's reselect the Hermes. Ooh, there we go. Okay, and he failed at interdiction again. All right, well, that was a little bit of a mistake. Don't do that. Don't do what I've done. It's a teachable moment. Um, okay. Now, really, I wanted to hit these transports, but let's go after, now, these are better ships. Well, at least the Prince of Wales and Revenge. Yeah. Okay, let's hit the battleships with a naval attack. Okay, we sunk 2 Japanese vessels, and they have retreated. Oh, that was a nice result for us. Let's go look. Surface combat. Yep, we sunk 2 battleships. The Hyugo battleship squadron, the Nagato battleship squadron. both sunk. We took no losses. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. And we've got two transports of his just out here floating about. Um, Now then, we still have, and now they've retreated. What does that really mean? Well, since surface combat, you have to be within one, they can get away from you essentially because yeah, we could go move over here and maybe they try to interdict us because what he's got left is a battleship with 1 point. And maybe they would try to, interdict us, but maybe not. And um, this way, we can't attack them again because well, we don't have any operation points there, but if we moved over here, we wouldn't have any operation points left, right? Because we would have to move and that would take up our other operation point. All right, let's try to sink a transport. Let's just make sure one ship with Marines. Okay. Um, yeah, let's hit this transport and see what happens. Naval attack, we're on fleet mode. Pew! Ooh, we gave them 6 damage. Now, we didn't sink it, but we gave those Marines a jolt in those transports, to say the least. Okay, then. That was all very successful, I think. We can go look at the reports sunk ships. We now have 2 battleship squadrons of the Japanese that are in the bottom of the ocean. I think we've kind of limited their interdiction here. Um, Now, I didn't necessarily have to separate these two fleets. In some ways, maybe it would have been better to bring this counter out here and combine them, but I wasn't sure that he would interdict the second time. And he ended up not interdicting the second time anyway, but I just wasn't sure if I moved in here, so I moved him over here. He didn't interdict, which would have probably bagged us that third battleship because we just had better ships out here than he did, or more of them with strength. And so we've sunk our first two battleship groups. All right. Well, we're off to a flying start this turn. Now, these transports are probably going to skedaddle back straight back where they came from. I don't think they want any piece of that. The British Navy stands strong. We've moved that division up there. Okay. Now, it's too bad. I really would like to go after this battleship. I mean, he's down to 1 point. I think we could sink him with anything. And, I could have maybe gone over here and gamied it a little bit where he would try to interdict me. I don't think he would have, or maybe he would have failed at it. And so that's fine. I was really hoping we could sink that transport, take a whole Marine division down, but not quite. No dice, no dice. Okay, let's go over to Australia. We're in garrison at Perth. We've got our unit now in at Derby. Darwin, he's just kind of hanging out, sitting around. Um, Cans well dug in. I think it's time to take. God darn it! I want to move this guy, but holy moly, I don't want to. Well, we're getting 40 oil a turn now, so I guess I will move him. I want him right there. Does it matter that much? Probably not. Okay, we're going to put this guy on a transport. And you may say, Dojo, why are we doing that? Because we're moving him over by Darwin. All right, let's move him over there. Let's actually move the Darwin base force back. What's the supply situation here? Okay, 8 to the back. We're going to move that there, and we're going to disembark there. And we're going to start setting up for this invasion of Java. So he's going to be over here, looking over here. We're going to the big boy. We're going straight to Java. Um, Now, if we look at victory locations, though, I will point out that there's 1, 2, 3 victory locations out here by Papua New Guinea, and then Nomaya makes 4, Suva makes 5. And so, I mean, there's a lot of victory locations out here, whereas there are none in Java. So, really? That's okay though, because this will be an awesome staging base, and we'll get troops up here and start putting real pressure on them. Now, we can kind of almost forget about Borneo. There are no victory locations there. Singapore, Saigon, Bangkok, Rangoon. Bangkok, Rangoon. Well, I guess no, Bangkok is not one. Interesting. Okay. But we're going to kind of come up through this way and maybe, I mean, launch our invasion of Japan from China. We'll see. You know, that's a little ways down the road. All right, we got to move this unit then in there. Excellent. I guess actually we need to move. Well, we can take him out next time and we'll move this guy down. We'll just keep coming out of McKay. I guess we could do it a little faster, but we're not going to have landing craft until when? Uh, August 8th. August 8th. So, you know, we got a couple of turns. We'll get more guys over here. Now, the reason I'm moving them over here is you can't, you know, it takes 2 full operation points to get over here, and I want them to have an operation point left after we disembark. So, um, 2 full if we're from over here, right? That's what I was saying. Right. Okay. What else? What else to do here? Well, there's not a whole lot else to do. I think I want to keep moving this British unit to the north. Let's just stick him on the rails, and he can come right up here by Cairns. I I think that's where I want him. Yeah, I can bring the Aussie unit in there. All right, let's move him up there. Let's move the Aussie unit there. The American unit here at Brisbane could also move north, or could the Newcastle one could. We'll be getting more Aussie units, so you know maybe we'll put them out this way. We'll see. Port Hedland, I'm not too worried about. Maybe we'll actually put him in Adelaide. That's probably a decent spot to put him. As a matter of fact, why don't I just rail this guy over to Adelaide? That gives him one less place to land freely. Um, I know Canberra is what you have to protect, but he's got to come somewhere in where he's going to get at least port supply. Newcastle. I guess this is the unit to move, really. Let's move him up here. I guess it doesn't matter that much. We'll just put him right there. All right. What do we have here again? Oh, the Canberra. Okay. And we've got this massive U.S. force here. Now, I am tempted to maybe run out here and try to save Suva. Do I dare? I don't think I dare. 3 ships in the area, including a destroyer group, 4 ships with 2 battleships. 5 ships with a battle group and 1 ship. Okay, so he's got a lot of firepower out there, but well, you know, his main task force, I believe, was out here. Was it? No, I got the games mixed up. Sorry. Um, I don't know where his main task force is. I don't really think we know. You know, he's got what's 8 carriers total at the start. So I don't really know where they may be at this point in time. And so we're not going to get risky with that. If we lose Suva, we lose it. We'll eventually get it back, I hope. And so we're just going to wait. We could land out here, but he's got 2 units. Could land right on the air unit. That'd be like, hey, hello, if we had landing ships, but we don't. So New Zealand's fine. I think Australia is fine. I don't really see what else we would do there. We've got Australian units at all of the main locations anyway. We've got the U.S., you know, building out here, ready to get around and try to get up into Java. And then we've got a bunch more U.S. units. We've got the Ninth Corps. Where's the Ninth Corps going? Everybody asks. I'll tell you where it's going. It's going to. Now here I promised I'd tell you where it's going. It's going to go into Townsville. How about that? And we're going to take it around the side. There's a full division. That's going to go in there. Then we've got another division, if you can believe it, right in there. And then we've got the Bullhead, the submarine squadron. I forget where my other submarines are right now, to be honest with you. I want them to get together in a wolf pack. That's how I'm going to start playing these. We do want him in raider mode, and we also need a little ship cover up here. Do that. See where the ships are. They're all in raider mode. Let's put them in fleet mode actually. And then maybe we'll send some of these, a couple at least, other US ships up here that can help them for their invasion. I think we can send, let's get off of everything. I think we can send a couple of battleships, and we've just, oh, hey, there's all my subs. We probably don't have enough destroyers out here anyway. Let's send a cruiser and a destroyer. Maybe we'll bring some more of those over here. But we'll take that whole fleet and we'll put it right up here. All right. We've got a little air cover over the top. Should help with anything naval coming this way. Gotta hope his main fleet doesn't come this way, this time at least. And okay, let's get all these subs together so we can pick all subs that way. We've got them on raider mode already. Let's move them out here somewhere where he doesn't have air cover. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is let's bring these guys around to Darwin, right? And then we'll, whoops, there's the other one. I don't know that he can quite get to Darwin this time, can he? Nope, not quite. So he'll set down, I don't know, like over here. Not in the convoy lane yet. I don't want to alert them to where we are. Um, Okay, okay. I think that all works. This is taking a little bit of a risk, but we do have, gosh darn it. Yeah, we do. Okay, I was going to say, do I not have air cover at Townsville? I do. We've just got to hope he doesn't come over here with a big carrier task force. We could be in a little bit of trouble, but we want to get this around over here to Darwin. We'll put in there, and then that's where we'll launch our invasion from. Eventually, by August 8th. Um, Okay, New Zealand, there's nothing we can really do out here. This is all Japanese territory now. Let's go look at our warnings. Yeah, Tonga, Suva, it is what it is. We're going to be in trouble there. Partisan activity, we knew about that, a lot of it this time. Okay, U.S. West Coast, do we want to send anything more out? I mean, we just keep getting division after division. I want to make sure at least something stays here. Sure, I'm going to put you on garrison status in Los Angeles, not the worst duty in the world. This guy is on garrison, so we've got our 3 garrisons. We do have a little air cover here. Again, this is that tactical group. It's close support. I may just leave them here. We got a garrison there. Seattle, okay, we can move this unit out. This is an infantry division, only takes 10 strength. Let's put him on some transports, and we'll put him through the whirligig. Off you go, my friend. We'll also take the strategic bombing group. We'll put them on transports, and we'll take them to Australia. Off he goes. All right. Now then, we'll just move this unit up to Seattle. We've got Canadians. They're ready. They're ready to rumble. Get them a transport. All right, that all looks good. I think instead of being over here protecting convoy lanes, that I'll take this. But I said I needed more destroyers and whatnot. Let's take that and head towards. I can't quite get there, can he? I can kind of hop. He's probably safe down here. Let's take him towards Sydney. I don't think I need to protect those convoy lanes out there. We'll put him. He's on fleet. That's fine. That's fine. Um, okay, this guy will actually do it the right way. We'll go on raider mode and we'll just take him straight into Auckland. So we'll take those 2 destroyer groups and put them with our battleships and carriers just to make sure they take the first bite of the damage. Down here, oh yeah, we've got Marines. They need landing ships, and then we'll start getting aggressive out here a little bit. We've also got this destroyer squadron that's sitting here at Hilo. No real reason for that. Let's put them back over here. We've still got the Hornet and the Wasp and the Enterprise all sitting here. We've got 3 battleships, 3 battleship groups, cruiser, and some destroyer groups. Okay, we've got a nice little selection there. Did I put anything back in San Francisco this game? Sometimes I'll put something back in San Francisco or LA to repair. I just can't remember. Yeah, I didn't think I saw any ships, so nope, nothing there. All right, let's build something because I think we've done all we can do here. Yeah, the U.S. has no more merchant marine ships. It's sending out everything it can. The build queue. The UK, we're going to stockpile a little bit more. It's had no upkeep it's had to do. Um, I could do more landing craft, I guess. Let's just do one of these. All right, those never hurt. Same idea with the US. Let's do one of those. All right, that did cause me, you know what? Heck with that. Let's cancel that and let's actually go over to Air Force. Let's go look at these fighters, interceptors, again, the fighter bombers. We don't have 325, we only have 315. Um, okay, we could build this. All right, we're gonna do another fighter bomber. Oh, I see what it is. 41, 42. Got it, got it. Okay, well maybe we'll have to do interceptors 41. Let's get some air superiority going. All right, so we did that. Excuse me, and I think we'll build anti-air. We'll take our stockpile down to 0. All right, so we'll have another anti-air coming at some point. That looks good to me. Whoops. Build queue, come back. Soviet Union, nothing rolling or rocking. The Chinese, nothing happening there. We do need to go up to China. Australia, doing a lot, doing some upkeep. It didn't use all of it this time, so we're getting to the end of having to repair all of those Australian units. Oh, Canada, sure. Uh, hey now, the communists, how much is their unit? Hold on. 198. Yeah, the communists can build something new. 39, 40. Right, perfect. Excuse me 1 second. All right, let's do um, an assault unit. There we go. All right, perfect. Always good to add more communists to the ranks. India, do you have enough? No, you do not. India's still upkeeping a little bit. The Kiwis just built something. That all looks fine. Let's go check out China. I don't really think there's anything we need to change. He is starting to come down this road. Okay. We've got this unit that's now at a 10, a 10, a 9. This all looks fine. I mean, if he gets across the river, I guess we may have to worry a little bit. I'm not too worried about it, if you can't tell. This all looks good out here. Flying tigers. We could move them up behind here because they're not quite 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they should help there. They've got a range of 6. I guess they can only go out and help, 2 units at a time. It's like it's like operation points, so they could only go out twice. We could add a specialty. We could make them plus 10 at air combat. Huh. Hell yeah, let's do that. Okay, so China got a specialty here. I didn't look at that. Um, let's do that. Okay, so now they're aces. Let's look back at the other specialty points. UK spent one, making an elite unit. The U.S. has already gotten up to 2 specialties. They've given it to 2 aircraft carriers. I've given it to 2 aircraft carriers for anti-air screening. Soviet Union, no. Okay, this is all very interesting. Australia will get a specialty at some point here, and India and Australia aren't too far away. We'll have to think about that. This all looks fine. Looks like he started to attack back here as expected. This unit did retreat, right? Are you dug in? Yes, you are. I kind of want them to switch places. Let's look at supply out here. Okay, let's put you there actually. Um, oh, and this unit's coming up as well. So that's pretty strong there. That's pretty strong. He seems to be trying to break through here. Okay. I'm going to move that unit up there. We're in really good shape so far in China. You can see he's trying to push on the communists here. I just don't see how he's going to move them back. These are big, strong units. But okay, that makes the game entertaining. He's in good supply, 5 and 4. It all looks good. 97%, 91%. Okay, I think they're good. All right, with that, I'm going to call it an episode. Things are getting really exciting. Uh, this is a good game. This is a good game. Anyway, Strategy Gaming Dojo. Adios. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.